Joe, we're speaking upon the return from the international break. How was the time off for you?
Yeah, it's been good. I think it's been a good chance to get the players away and have some rest. You know, we had a tough couple of weeks in fixtures to get through, and I thought we did that extremely well. So I think it was a really nice time for us to manage to get the players away from here and get some well-earned rest.
Yeah, you touched on it. How important was it for some players to get some recovery time just for what lies ahead now?
Yeah, I think it's so important. I think there's a fine balance between having too much time off and being in too much. You know, we do listen to our players. We do, you know, have regular check-ins with them, and we feel like we've got a good balance. And I'm not afraid to give some players some time off should they need it. It can look very different with some of the internationals because there's no rest for them. But at least they still get to get out of the environment and get some time away and have a little bit of a different viewpoint on it.
Yeah, and you'll be looking forward to getting some of the players back and getting everyone training together, preparing for the weekend.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing for us because we have big numbers away. You know, it's great that we have such a large number go away international. I wouldn't want it any other way, but it's good to get them all back in and get the group back together again and firing and ready to go for the weekend.
Yeah, and just looking at the squad overall and the injury front, there's 4 key players missing at the moment: Kirsty McLean, Rachel McLaughlin, Kirsty Howitt and Libby Bansky. Just giving us an update on them, when the fans can expect to see them back.
Yeah, it's been a long road for Rachel and Kirsty particularly. You know, Rachel's had a niggly injury that, you know, we thought we could rehab her, but unfortunately she ended up having a knee operation to sort that out. She should be out for another couple of weeks, but we're hoping to see her in the next month or so. Same with Kirsty, she had a knee injury as well. 2 very innocuous things that happened, non-contact. And Kirsty McLean, she very similar, another little knee injury with a meniscus that, again, no contact, nobody around her. So these are injuries that, you know, we're looking at that have affected our starting 11 quite a bit. Same with Libby. Libby, I thought she came in and she'd done an absolutely excellent job for us. She had a hamstring injury. Again, nobody around her at one point. So, you know, these are stuff that coming into those last couple of weeks where we were really light on the ground and you've got 4 big players missing throughout the squad, let alone the starting 11, can have a big impact. But I thought our squad's been excellent at being able to manage that and step in and step up into roles and deliver some excellent performances. So, yeah, we're not looking to see Kirsty McLean anytime soon, unfortunately, but hopefully we'll see Libby back first and then dripping in Rachel, Kirsty Howitt after that, and then a month or so down the line we'll be looking to see Kirsty McLean back in action. Yeah,
you touched on it, and having those players out for extended periods, how important is it that other players keep continuing to step up for the games that lie ahead?
Yeah, like, you know, this is why we've got a squad. You know, we can't cry about the fact that we've got players away and missing. We don't use it as excuses. That's not something that we use day in, day out. We just look to the next player and go, come on, here's your chance. Take the shirt, you know, step up and perform on the big stage. And I think that, you know, we saw that in some of the games leading up to the international break. There's some excellent performances in there, and I think that that's big for us. When we do have everybody back, and you see when we've got a full squad firing, we're frightening at times. So it does give me a headache in those moments, but it's a good headache to have. I think that, you know, you've got to deal with injuries. That's football. I think you look and have a squad of 20 plus, and at any one time you're probably never going to have a full squad available. So it's something that you have to be able to deal with and manage the players appropriately. So yeah, I think that the rest of the players that we've had and that have stepped up have been excellent. But yep, we do miss those players, and we do really want them back on the pitch, and they've been great around the group anyway. They're still in, day out, and they're still a part of it. But as all injured players want is to be back on the grass.
Yeah, and your side are back in action this weekend as you take on Hibs. How vital is it for the team to get back to winning ways?
Yeah, I think it's huge for us. You know, I think nearer and nearer towards the split, you see these games creeping up that everybody wants to be a part of, and you know the pressure builds a little bit more. But I think it's really important that we keep our consistency. We keep plugging away at everything that we've been doing, working on, you know, our performances and putting things right that haven't been quite right in previous games, but also harnessing the really good stuff that we've been doing, because I think there's been some really good bits of play and performances in our previous weeks. So it's making sure that we're continuing to push and keep high standards and you know, keep producing performances that are going to get points on the board.
Yeah, and just on Hibs, it's a team you'll face 3 times in March, of course. What are you expecting from them that comes Sunday?
Yeah, it's tough. You know, when you're playing a team away 2 weeks in a row, it's difficult for both teams really. I think the same battles happen both ways. That you know, you can't really change too much. There might be one or two things that do change, but to play the same team twice in a row is difficult. You know, especially on a limited squad. But you know, we'll work hard. This week especially, it's tough when you've not got all the players back in until just before the weekend. So yeah, we've got a short turnaround to do our work, but we'll get it done, and then we'll make sure that we're good to go on Sunday.
Yeah, and just lastly, how big a month and vital a month is this for the squad? Of course, got the League, Scottish Cup and the Sky Sports Cup final. How much do you want them to embrace the challenge ahead?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this is the big thing now. These are the games that everyone wants to play in. So, you know, if we can't use that as motivation and a way to look forward to playing these games and prepare properly, which we do anyway, but to, you know, fight day in, day out for your position on that pitch, then I'm not sure what else we're doing. So I've got no doubt that we're going to turn up day in, day out, and we're really looking forward to a big challenging month.